Hi, what's up? My name is Tochi, known as Shots by Tochi, and I try my best for a living. This is Know Your Creative by Amon Style.
How did you get into videography and how long have you been doing it?
When I was in school, I used to me and my guys will go to sport complex. They would say, Tochi, take pictures for me, take videos for me. But I did not really know at that time that it was a thing. But growing up, I love watching music videos. You know, all those years, Sound City, On TV, and my best producer tonight is Karen Spita and Karen Spita, there's Meji Alabi, and there's this man again. They're like Akin Alabi. Yeah, so I did not really know content creation was a thing until 2020, I think 2022. Yes, when I was depressed. You know, after school shenanigans. I was trying to what am I going to do with my life? And I just picked up my phone. And funny enough, everything I've learned about content creation, I learned everything online. Both videography too.
If you were not a videographer, what would you be?
If I was not a videographer, maybe a full-time drummer in church. Apart from making videos, I play drums too. Yeah.
What is your favorite part of producing content?
Shooting. Honestly, I enjoy shooting people because before I shoot, I'm always I get into the mood. So when I'm shooting you, definitely, if I'm in front, if I'm with my camera and I'm in front of you, there's no way I'm not going to dance. Yes, there's no way. So I enjoy shooting.
So what's the biggest challenge you have faced as a mobile videographer?
Is it not just phone? You see that word? Is it not just phone? I think now people are beginning to accept mobile videography, and I think it started middle of this year. She understand. Normally, when you are at an event and you're using your phone, they will be like, "Oh, you come up for there." She understand that kind of stuff. But now people have accepted mobile videography. So my biggest challenge so far is anytime I'm at an event, the videographers and the photographer, they're always you just go away with your stuff. And me, I'm a kind of person, I don't really know how to argue with anybody. I'll just do my thing. When you see the result, you will not be regretting that I wish I danced better in this camera.
Do you think you'll be treated differently if you're using a phone to film and using a camera?
Actually, from my little experience, it's not the girl, it's the person. I've been in an event where somebody was shooting with the camera and I was shooting my phone, and the guy felt intimidated. I can shoot with literally any phone. Be it, I think, two of my weddings, I shot with a Samsung S23. The event I shot, Edo Pekin event, I shot with X25 Samsung. So I can shoot with any phone that
wait, a Samsung? Not
yes,
even an iPhone?
I swear.
Okay, let me ask you now, Samsung or iPhone?
Samsung.
Really?
I swear. Honestly.
I
still had the conversation with somebody yesterday. If you give me a 17 Pro Max and you give me an S25, I'll pick the S25 over the 17 Pro Max. I swear. S25, the zoom is massive. I've not really, tested 17 Pro Max.
I've heard that the zoom is
S25,
great.
The zoom is massive. So, I'll pick Samsung, honestly. I'll pick Samsung.
Okay.
I know they'll drag me for this one. I don't give a damn.
Okay, so what do you pay attention to the most while you're shooting?
Details and attitude of the client. Yeah, because most of the time, it's not everybody that is very comfortable in front of the camera. And from my little experience, I think to have a better shot, you have to make who you're shooting very, very, very comfortable. Do you understand? That's why anytime I get to a place, I'm always if it's a bride, if it's a groom, I'm always hyping the client up so that the person will be the best self. And if the environment I'm going to shoot is tense, sorry, I don't want that kind of space.
Did you see yourself here 5 years ago?
No. 5 years ago, I was just this normal guy trying to, make his mommy proud, make his family proud, just, live his life.
How has your environment and background influenced your creativity?
Like I said, I was born and raised in Lagos State. Then I relocated to Ogun State. So my environment, I don't know, but if I was in Abuja, I think yes. But if I was in Lagos, it's still the same thing, sha. I think between Lagos and Benin, I think Edo State has given me that bigger, Edo State is a place where if you make a mistake on a job, you can correct it. But Lagos is not a place where you make a mistake on a job.
There's no room for mistakes.
There are like 1 million people waiting.
To fill that slot, yeah.
But coming to the more reason why I even came to relocated to Benin was like I just needed that fresh air. I just needed that place where I can make a lot of mistakes. And so most of the job I've done, my first wedding, I made a lot of mistakes when I learned of the job. My first real estate, my first hotel, my first food vlog, my first. I even took up a job, photography. I snapped. Yes, I take pictures too.
How long did it take for you to get your first paid gig, and how much did they pay you?
My first paid gig, when I started content creation, I think yes, I was in church. I attended Fame Foundation here in Benin. So I was in church that day, and I came into church and I was looking for a job. So the first place I started like experimenting was a boutique.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was told that I would be the content creator. When I got there,
you're supposed to be their social media manager.
No, I was not supposed to be. It was I and my friend.
Okay.
She was the social media manager. I was the content creator. But when I got there, I turned to a sales boy. I was desperate, so I was looking for like a job, anything to just leave the house. So I did not really think of, because when they were saying I'll come 8 o'clock, leave 8 o'clock, she understand.
It's not 9 to 5, it's 8 to 8.
8 to 8. And see, that time, Jesus Christ. No.
Wait, what year was this?
I think it was 2023, like from October to March that year. It was, even when I did not go to job on Christmas Day, was calling me, blah, blah, blah. No. I was going through it all that time.
Can I ask how much they paid you?
How much did they pay me? 50,000. But that one is, I don't count that one as gig tech. I just count that one as also. No, seriously. But my first paid job collected 5K. Yes.
What year was this again?
Still the same 2023. I collected 5K 2023. And it was not even literally a big job. Now, let me explain it to you before. Me, I like that story. So what happened was, as at that time, I used to go, I'll go from club. Oh, shit.
You have been exposed.
So as at that time, I had 2 to 3 DJ friends. So anytime they have a job, they were just like, Alpha, let's go. So that day, they called me when I was at work. So that time I was closing 6. I think it was February 5th. So that day and the guy just called me, Alpha, Tochi, where you dey? Mo go this job. So it was a birthday party of my now boss wife. She understand. I was not invited at all, but I just followed my DJ, and the guy was just like, Tochi, do your thing. So when I got there, he introduced me to my boss now. He's my bros, like my big bros. So he introduced me to my bros now and said, bros, my guy will make content with this. So the bros just come to one side. He just said, okay, no problem, do your thing. She understand. So when I did my thing, that time now. So I did my thing. Then the next day I sent him, he collected my number, sent him the video, said he likes the video. or he does not really have much at that time, but he was going to appreciate me, that he loves what I do, blah, 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 that we are going to work together. So he just said, okay, send your account number. I think he said 5K. 5K that time. Shit, shut down. Shut down. So from there, he said he was going to work with me. And where I am today is like, he has played a major part. I think one of the mistakes we make is we charge for almost everything. And it's not supposed to be so. There's some jobs where, till now, I still have people that call me, they're like, Tochi, where are you? Please, I need you. This my particular boss now that give me this 5K. Till this, from that 2022 to this moment, I've not opened my mouth to charge him. But anytime I finish a job, he definitely won't know what to do. She understand. So I've come to understand that, okay, that is the kind of relationship and that is the kind of person he is. He appreciates me a lot. He has even introduced me to my first hotel job was one that gave me. My first wedding was one that gave me. Someone that made me. It was even one of the reasons. It was even one of the person that said I should even quit the job.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like, it's rubbish that I have a phone. I should just start creating content, all of that. So then I have and I have a lot of like. I don't really have so much friends, but I have like people that they're like stood by me through my depressed time. Thank you so much, my people. I cannot mention it. Whenever I start mentioning him, I'll forget them. But people are my G,
Thank you so much.
my gang, Papa.
So you're shooting your
My gang, I love you, man.
So what would you say is the difference between your first gig and doing a gig now?
My first gig, I did not charge, but now, I know the process. I know what to say to a client when it comes. And mind you, it's not as if I don't get jobs, but I know how to screen jobs. I can tell if a client is going to stress me from the message. You see all those the small events now, do it for me now. Nah, I don't. Generally, I just like when you come in for a job, yes, you're going to give me the details of everything, but just give me that creative freedom to be myself. So when I'm myself, I create better. But when I'm being boxed,
Into
why
a
you
corner.
know? But
So you don't like micromanaging, somebody standing over your shoulder saying...
No, I can work under pressure. But you understand? But I am my best self when I'm giving that creative freedom. I know you're going to, even as I know, there are some jobs where you might think that you know it, but you don't know it until you get there. You understand? Like now, I've not really tapped into with so much industry like that, but the few ones, you learn every day on this job. That is just the truth. So I think now I have a better understanding on how to deal with clients and how to relate better.
So can you tell us about a difficult client, a difficult job that you've gotten that you were like, yeah, had I known, I would have not taken this job?
Was one pageantry job. See today. Well, no, I think if there's something I've come to understand is God actually put us in a position for a reason. So at that time, maybe he put me in that position to, learn. And I learned a lot, but my life, if I sit down like this, I'll go this way. When, yes, you are not paying so much for that job, you are requiring so much, I'm giving you so much, but you are not acknowledging the fact that I'm giving so much. I think let's not forget the money, right? But when you do a job, you see that, oh wow, thank you so much, this is lovely. It's a lot. She understand, it's a lot. But this one, what she even did was, okay, we were out for a dinner, introduced everybody on, introduced our girls, introduced the photographer and the dinner. This man literally passed me. She knows that this is my account, so I was like, no. Till today, they're still looking for me that, where are my videos?
What do people always get wrong about your profession and your career?
I think, like me now, I like to adjust myself as a videographer because most people, that content creator, they are misusing me. Someone can just stand in front of the camera and call himself a content creator. Jesus Christ. Please, for Christ's sake, tell me what Pella is doing on TikTok that is calling herself a content creator. I said I will make that film today. Pella is one of the reasons why I don't like TikTok. No, for real. I think it was one viral video that made Pella to start misbehaving. acapella, rubbish. What is Gege doing? So I think what's the question again after the question?
Like, what do people get about the profession?
They just feel it's just to hold the camera and just video, pan, add sound, but it's more than that. It's more than that. I think recently there's one before I go for an event, I picture what I want the end result to be, and if I go there, I'm just like, but sometimes it might not go as planned. So that's where your expert, that's where you come. And me, I cannot lie, it's Holy Spirit that is to help me. Before I start a job, I'll say, Holy Spirit, please take control, because this job is beyond physical, it's spiritual.